Hello, wonderful people. Have you ever felt like a massive failure? Like you just keep messing up, repeating the same mistakes? Well, today we're going to talk through this using the principles from A Course in Miracles to help you release the guilt and deal with the heavy weight of failure. And hi, if you're new here, I'm Kahir. I'm here to take you one step closer to self-love. And what the Course and other spiritual teachings have really taught me is the only real failure in life is not being truly yourself. Now, this might be something I've talked about in the past, but I read this in this one book. I totally forgot the name of it. It's been a while, but it's by this Navy SEAL. And one of the concepts that really stuck with me, he's talked about like failing forward fast. And I really love that idea because I did the exact opposite. I used to just berate myself into submission. Like if I made a mistake, I'll just replay it over and over in my head, call myself names, and it sucks. This is definitely not failing forward fast. It's like failing and whipping yourself. You can see how suboptimal that is. The reason why I did it though is like I thought it would fix me, or like I needed the whip. I needed beratement, or else I'll be like this blob, or I'll be an even bigger failure. You see how that fear-based thought system, belief system, how it can perpetuate itself and grow bigger, man. And the thing is, if we have this vibration of failure, if we're just like identifying and having this frequency, if you understand what I'm talking about, just like if we believe that we're a failure, we're going to act as if we're a failure, right? There's someone who believes it's a failure. Do they get up? Did they fail over fast? Did they keep going? Or did they fucking sit down and, oh, fuck, I'm such a fucking loser. Fuck my life. Nothing goes my way. It's a self-perpetuating cycle, right? When we have this identity of a failure, we align with our actions with that identity. I did that for many years. And it wasn't that I was a failure. I was just acting the part of a failure, right? And that's the difference. Consciously or subconsciously, I was choosing that. And it had to do with like childhood and also bullying, all this. Like, oh, I'm a failure. I'm a loser. I guess I'm just gonna play my part. But the purpose of these videos is to awaken you that you're writing the script. Sometimes I forget I'm writing the script, but the narrative, the voice that we're listening to, right? Are you listening to the fear-based mind? The one that says you're a fucking failure, just give up already? Or the voice of the Holy Spirit that says, hey, I believe in you. You've got what it takes. Just get back up, keep going. That's the divine truth. I am as God created me. All right, lesson 94. One of the lessons I keep repeating myself. I repeat to myself daily because in this world it's so easy to forget. You aren't a failure. You're just acting out this false identity. And sometimes it feels like these thoughts are thinking us. It's like they're unconscious. But at every moment, you can choose again. We always have a choice to take a step back. Like, just imagine if I'm the author of this script, kind of like I'm controlling the sim in the simulation. You play the Sims game, you just look at your character like, okay, if objectively, if I could make, if would I be thinking these thoughts? Would I be taking these actions? And the answer is no. But like, okay, I choose again. Now, I just also want to add, because sometimes, like when I was on this healing journey, I thought like, oh, I have to go to the exact opposite. I'm not a failure. I'm this king. I am the king of the world. But I think it's a lot easier to go back to neutrality. I'm okay. It's a lot easier. I'm okay. Then we can go and build it from there. Now, sometimes when I mess up, my nervous system reacts. But in the past, it was a constant. Like I said, just with my upbringing from a dysfunctional family, like the smallest mistake was met with like a huge emotional response, right? So my survival response is freeze. And my parents love to make mountains out of molehills. Even to this day, I'll just give you an example. So my twin brother Zadkiel went back to the States to visit my family during Christmas. I had my reasons for not going. Anyway, and he had this new bank card just for like the one in the States, just for him to use. I don't know the specifics, but anyway, he was supposed to activate it only like at a certain time, whatever. And he activated too early or whatever, something small. And then of course they're like, oh, now we have to call the bank. Oh, now you want to get this money. Oh. Of course it wasn't true, and they made it into such a big deal. Oh, and something that's coming up now also. So I have this tradition for our birthday. So this was about like 2 or 3 years ago when that was last there. We always see a musical. I'm a theater kid, improv, and I was looking to buy musicals, and there's this one. It was almost sold out, and there's like only. And the tickets are very expensive. And I just told Tata, like, oh, there's this one show. It's pretty expensive. I don't know if I should buy it. And I don't know if he thought I bought it already or something, but he got fucking mad. He's like, oh, they're wasting my money. And I was like, no, I'm just saying they're expensive. This is they say, like, you'll forget what people say, but you'll remember how you felt. So, sorry, it's trauma dumping on you guys again. But it's more about understanding. It's easier to see it as an adult, but imagine as a kid. They behave the same way. I had the understanding of a child. Like, oh, something's wrong with me. So like, no, they're overreacting about a bunch of shit. And I think I learned to like be in this victimhood like mindset to kind of grovel. If I made a mistake, I'd be like, oh, I'm so stupid. That way, sometimes it'd work and be like, oh no, Kahir, you're not so bad. I'll get like that love if I groveled enough. But sometimes the groveling didn't work. But I still had this like identity to me. It's like, but the thing is, like, I didn't really want to grovel and to be in self-pity, but that was just like how I knew how to survive, man. And then of course there'd be the other voice like, why you fucking pussy, oh, you're a fucking victim, you're fucking groveling, what's wrong with you? You see how it's like endless, man. It's endless unless we add in something extraordinary like Holy Spirit to break this cycle, man. And I felt inspired to make this video about failure because yesterday I had my coping mechanisms I've mentioned in the past. So with my freeze response, it's like I love to, well, not love to, but I like overeat. Or like I eat unconsciously. Like I put on some YouTube. I don't think about the calories and just eat until like I feel relief. And it's against my weight loss goals. It's against what kind of person I want to be. But I do it because it feels good. But I know the past version of Kahir would rake himself over the coals and be like, you fucking bitch. You said you're not going to overeat. What are you? Come on. Fuck it. Come on. What the fuck are you doing? Right? Is that love? Is that the loving voice of the Holy Spirit? Or is it the ego fear-based one? The one that loves to whip you into submission? So I was able to catch myself. Like, hey, okay. I had my coping mechanisms again. I know I've talked about a few videos. That's all right. Maybe this is a signal. Maybe there's something I'm ignoring. I was ignoring. I was still putting this pressure on myself to succeed. I had to fix myself still. That's okay. This is a journey. It's a journey. It's going to take time. It's not a linear thing. It's going to be ups and downs, and that's okay. But when we're in the downs, that's the most important time to not abandon yourself. Because I could tell you, on this journey, when there'd be a down, I would just get my shovel and fucking like it's. There's even this part of me is like, oh, I'm self-sabotaging. Great, let's sabotage even more now. But the way to get out of this is remembering the divine truth. We're already whole. I'm as perfect as God created me. I'm here just to create and have fun. This is what the divine wants from us, and to look at ourselves through the eyes of source of this divine love. It doesn't mean like we can continue the things we don't prefer to do, of course, but we don't put it over our heads and be like, oh, I'm going to use this as evidence that you're a piece of shit. I think if you're anything like me with that suffering from like self-flagellation, or flagellation, what do you call it? Flagellation. You understand. And I don't know if you're anything like me or like my past version. I would look at my past version of myself and be like, oh, what a loser. I'm glad I'm not him anymore. Instead of looking at him with the eyes of love. I got inspired to talk about this because on if your phone, it sometimes give you like memories of like old pictures you took, and I saw this like selfie I took in 2018. I just had like this dead, sad look in my eyes, and I was. This was when I was in university, really struggling with French because I didn't want to learn it, and I just felt so trapped and so unloved. And I'd be like, oh, like, well, thank God that part's over. The new me is better. Instead of looking and be like, just seeing a boy who was unsupported, doing his very best, which is a really highly anxious nervous system, like a nervous system wired for scarcity, for survival. Like I know, like there were days when, yeah, maybe I could have, I, I was playing video games instead of studying, but you know, I know I was just doing the best I had with the tools I had available, with the nervous system, with the body, with the thoughts, with the belief systems I had at that time. It does us no good to look at because they're still a part of us, and if we invalidate any part of us, we're invalidating all of us. And the course teaches the past is over; it can touch me not. I understand that, but when we look at like old pictures and we see like contempt, what does that say about ourselves? I'm saying this because I looked at myself like that for years, like running away from myself instead of being like, boy, like you went through it. You're a champion. You're a survivor. I know that might seem like a lot, but honestly, like with the mental anguish I was dealing with, question: how do you look at your past? Are you accepting of your past? Even in like the worst moments, the Holy Spirit is with you, even in the gutter, guys. But are you with yourself in the gutter? Do you abandon yourself? And the Holy Spirit uses everything for good. Don't reject your past. Forgive it. The past is over. It can touch me not. Like, because we recreate the past. Because when I was looking at myself through the eyes of contempt, I was looking at myself through the eyes of contempt. I think a lot of us, we could look at these like string of failures. We're like, oh, but I failed at this thing and this thing and that thing and that thing. How can it ever work? If you know, the past is over. It can touch me not. We're a new person at every moment, moment to moment to moment. Like, there's also like neuroscience behind it. Dr. K talked about this as well. That like it's a little too complicated. I know this might seem like paradoxical, but I don't think it's the healthiest to be like, oh, it's over. The past is over. I'm not gonna think about it. Whichever excites you. But like I know for me, like I would relive my past a lot because, and then I would use that as a whip. I mean, oh, see how much of a failure you are, how much of a loser you are because this happened in the past. Like, no. Let's see the truth. Like, I really believed in 2018. Fucking failure, bitch. Doesn't know what he's doing. What a fucking bitch baby. Get your act together. Rough, really rough inner critic. But now I see it for the eyes of love. So I implore you guys to do the same. Now, when it comes to the shame of being a failure, it's like a cycle. So we beat ourselves up, thinking it's gonna solve the problem, but it only makes the shame bigger and the failure bigger, and even makes approaching the solution seem impossible. But what's worked for me, and I'll say this in every video, is a radical acceptance. You say yes and to life. Yeah, like the law of improv, yes and neutrally observe. Like, I'm not having a good time right now. What can I do to support myself? I wish I said that to my 2018 self. Man, I'm having such a hard time. It's not good. That was still like accepting, like, man, like where am I? Like, is this okay? Like, no, I need help. I even like asking for help, man. Like, I know it's really tough for guys. Like I said, I didn't do healthy gamer until I was 29. I did, of course, different healing modalities before, but I was like the first time where I was like, wow, man, like I need some like help, man. That's right. And I had this. I was meditating about why I was doing the coping mechanisms. I saw like this whip of self-beratement, and then during my meditation, I turned this whip into a sword because the whip only punishes you. I think about these ones where like Some radical priests do that too. Like there's like a whip design to just like hit you in the back. That kind of whip. I wonder if it's called something else. Like flogging yourself, basically. And then it turned into like a sword. A sword faces outward to tackle the problem, being solution orientated. I think that's the that's the way to be, because it's a paradox. I don't know if you're anything like me. Like I'd have this problem or a failure and be like, fuck, bitch, bitch, and they're like, bro, just let's look at it. Let's see what we can do about it. It's so simple now. Like honestly, this is like if I were able to talk to my 25, 26-year-old self, I'd be like, come on, bro, stop whipping. Let's take a deep breath, find out the solution, take action. Of course, and love yourself first. Love yourself first. Remove the blocks of love you have towards yourself. Like whipping yourself, just showing, oh, I have a slave-master relationship with myself. I've talked about this in the videos. I'm like, wow. If you're a full, sovereign, loving being, why would you need this whip? Unless you believe you need it. And I unpacked that like, oh, wow, I feel like I still need to whip myself in order to be successful. Bro. There's this book called No Bad Parts. I haven't read it. My brother Zadkiel read it, so I kind of know it. but I see like these coping mechanisms I had, like overeating, watching lots of YouTube, or just immature expressions of love. My body just wanted relief and peace, and it just went like the old thing that I've been doing for a very long time, like getting that dopamine, like escaping from the body. I understand it. But now I could see like, oh, it was just trying to help me. It was. And I could find better ways of finding that relief, meeting that need of relief and peace. And what the Course teaches us, every action is either love or a call for love. That's my body just calling for love, and trying to meet that need for love in its own way. This is like, and I'm reading The Myth of Normal. He's got by Gabor Mate, talks about toxic masculinity suppresses our vulnerability and sensitivity. It's like we have this paradigm as a man. The more manly you are, the more disconnected you are from your emotions. You're like the least sensitive you are, the more manly you are. I can see how that leads to burnout, to self-hatred. If we don't have this loving, caring voice, like, hey, I hear you. I see you. How can I help? And I had that belief, its claws deep inside of me. I can't have these feelings. I can't express negative emotion. And it sucks, man. But it's actually this sensitivity and vulnerability to open up. Like we said, why do we have this men's mental health crisis? Because I think a lot of guys we don't have people to turn to. I praise the Holy Spirit guiding me to Healthy Gamer. I found like a group of people that I could talk to. Also, my amazing friends I have in my life now. Still before that time, in that 2018 time, when Kahir was a sad boy. Even though like his divine truth was always there, but like, oh, I had that sad boy mask. I was like, tough it out. Don't. It's bullshit, guys. It's just a bunch of fucking bullshit, man. Right? Because cutting ourselves off from these emotions lead us to like very nasty and destructive places, man. If I just had this infinite love, infinite compassion I have for myself now, back then, be like, hey, you're not a failure. You're just going for a tough time. Maybe we haven't found the right solution. You know, Thomas Edison, I know he was an asshole, but whatever. Like, it's like, how does it feel like you failed 100 times making a light bulb? I didn't fail 100 times. I found out 100 ways how not to make a light bulb. Having that kind of like mentality, man. And the healing begins when we actually feel our feelings. We let them come up, not to run away from them. And to look at it as just like objective data, like, hey, what's going on here? Just like with my coping mechanisms, because before I used my coping mechanisms as just like, here's another sign, here's a bitch. Here doesn't have any self-control. What a dumb bitch. It's funny now because I can laugh at it, but when I wasn't laughing at it, shame spiral. In my defenselessness, my safety lies. True strength isn't a hardened shell. It's an open heart. All right, guys, you deserve so much more than self-punishment. Even if you feel like you're a failure, you're not. You might be struggling, and that's okay. Remember, never write yourself off, guys. We never abandon ourselves, no matter what. Holy Spirit never abandons you, even in the gutter. You are as perfect as God created you, wholly loving, wholly lovable. And just a reminder, even if you feel like you're the biggest failure in the world, go back to neutral and then go to love. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please subscribe if you want more healing content like this. May the Holy Spirit light up your path wherever it takes you. Take care.